Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, let's get moving. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go in for one. Let's do a 5 minute, and then we'll analyze it and do some tactics. So let's see what we got here. There we go. Let's play around the isolated pawn position here. Let's see what we can do with some attack. I want to let's try to fianchetto our knight. I mean, not our knight, our bishop. Sorry. Let's attack the queen. Interesting. So let's bring in the pieces a little more. More likely he's gonna take there, so yeah. I'm gonna have to castle now. Get my king to safety. I'm thinking about pushing here. I really can't castle because of the queen being here, so I'm gonna have to kind of push. I think I could win a yeah, I believe I can win a rook here. Or at least a knight. Either one's good. Discoveries are like super duper powerful. This stops here, so interesting. So he's bringing in a knight, huh? Let's pin that knight. Okay, let's double up on the rook. Get these rooks doubled. Interesting. Let me see here. Does this actually work here? Then I can infiltrate in there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just gotta keep a hold on this position here. Oh boy, boy. Oh shoot, I should have taken there. I'll just pin there. Right here, right back here, I'll show you guys. I think this is winning. I gotta check. Hold on. When he moves there, I think I can drop that right there. Yeah, I believe that's winning. Because then you can actually check here. Yeah. And then if he moves up here, you can, I guess you can even take if need be. Just take this after takes, just take this knight. Rook takes, pawn takes, and you're in a full winning position. Actually, that's not a hang. I intentionally did that. I intentionally did this so that when he takes here, I'll show you. If he comes here, then I have check. Then when he comes up, I check. Then when he comes over, I take the queen. Now I'm up a whole entire piece. I'm up in exchange, and I'd probably want to move up, and at this point I'm totally dominating. That was a stellar combo. He didn't go for that drat. That would have been lovely to put on the board, but he didn't do it. So that was fun. Yeah. So that was fun. That was a fun one. So we'll do some puzzles now. You gotta have a little bit of fun. Alright, the tactics that we're doing together, guys, is really helping me with my visualization. I did miss that one rook take. I didn't look at the position. I just moved. So that tells you you have to look even me at the board and just not move a piece. Otherwise, it's like you give away such a ginormous advantage. That was a huge advantage. That was like totally winning an advantage. So, but I still ended up winning, but I don't know. It tells you when you start putting the pressure on, they will make mistakes, and then that's when your tactical vision starts kicking in, and then you dominate at that point. I'm also trying new tactics to see if they work too. So sometimes I lose games, but I go for different type of tactics so that I can get an understanding, to see where and some of the tactics I did was that I do is right. I just didn't see it all the way through. The computer did, and so I go back and check it out, and it's like, really. So we're getting better because we're doing tactics. So remember that. Keep doing tactics. It's actually the heart behind a lot of leveling until you get to I think it's 1800 to 2000. Talked with somebody at one of my chess clubs, and I asked him what was what basically do you train with until you get to like 1800 to 2000. He says tactics are really the heart of that era of play till you get to about 2000. Then you go more to positional and game understanding. Okay, let's see. So we have already a combo being put into a line already be taken advantage of. Okay, let's see. Let's see, rook h. Let's say rook f8. And if rook f8, let's say so queen e3. Sorry, f8, queen e3. Queen takes queen. F takes knight. Interesting. That's for sure. Huh. That truly is an interesting combo, isn't that? Wow. Because once you remove this queen, yeah, if he goes h6, which that's actually a forced move sequence. Because our goal is to get we have a couple pieces that if we can remove this knight here, we have that. And if we can remove this queen, we have that. So he's really loose on two pieces right here. These two pieces. So how would we be able to handle that? See, we do have maybe bishop there, and then we can snap that off. After bishop takes, knight takes, we could take there. Then if he plays there, well, I don't know. I don't really like that. Not sure. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I think I do see the merit in. Yeah, you have to. Let's see here. If we go g5. So g5. I'm thinking if we go g5, he's got bishop. But no, then we take the queen. So g5. If he plays here, we take. So g5. If he plays here, we can actually play knight takes. g5. Queen there. Takes, and we won an exchange. And he's got two pieces that are hanging here, the knight and the light squared bishop. Yeah, g5 actually is an interesting move. g5, queen f, and then bishop takes knight. And I believe we win because here takes, and then takes, and we win a whole exchange. And he really can't save this after g5. I really don't see any way that he can save anything. I think that's the move. I'm trying to look to see if there's anything that he can do to maybe save something. Yeah, I don't think there's any way he can. Yeah, I believe that's a whole piece as well. Yeah, then well, wow. Okay, so we don't want to take yet. We don't want to play here because then he would take back. So we got to take bishop takes knight, and that's the piece that we win right there. Because if takes here, we're up a whole piece. So that was a good find there. Okay, let's look for another one. Onward and upward. Wow, black's down a lot of pawns. So there has to be some sort of mega attack that has to be played here. see, we have a knight there. Bishop was taken off, so it's knights at this point. So do I have everything right? I gotta move my rooks. There. Okay, let's see. I think I have a board underneath my computer so that I can work out the problems on over the board. So it sometimes helps me for visualization, because I play in tournament games over the board, and it's good to be able to look at the screen and then apply down below what you're doing and moving them around so that you get used to doing it. That's the whole thing. I'm trying to build up my over the board vision. Let's see here. So he went from here to there. So what we have to think about, what did he give up when he moved here, from here to here? He gave up all these squares here. Oops. Here, 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 and there. Those are the squares he gave up. You have to look for the drawback to each move. Sometimes you can actually find a tactic that way. So we know that some of these squares here are let's just take a look to see if we can take advantage of any of those squares that he left behind. Maybe he even left open that square. See, his knight was also guarding the sensitive G2, so maybe there's something to do with a rook to G8 and a potential big attack on G2. So yeah, always have to look what else. Yes, this he left these squares, but that sensitive spot's also there too. So let's see here. Yeah, that is. Now do you see? You found it. You see how you took a second. You guys took a second and noticed what was the drawback to this knight. This knight here, you're exactly right. And then we win a rook here, because if we notice that the knight was guarding this sensitive point on G2, when it moved, now this idea there is a real threat, because when the knight moves to F4, we have a potential threat of checkmate, plus we have a rook being taken. So if knight here, rook takes check, and then he has to intercept with his knight, and then now this is hanging as well, so we actually win 2 pieces. Yeah, that's actually the correct move. That was an excellent find there, and you guys got to see why that was correct too. Great find there. See how you see how if you take apart the drawbacks to it, you can start seeing. We noticed that it was all these squares along here that was weak, but there was one sensitive spot here that was the whole idea behind the weakness of that move. So I want to see actually what happens. I'm curious. Oh, we take there. Smack. Yep. There we go. Good find there, guys. Excellent find. Okay, now let's. We're playing as black this time. This is fun. I'm glad we're doing more black lines, pieces, because that's an area I need to work on, moving for black in my mind. You need to have a good visualization. See, you have to have, like what Magnus Carlsen and all the grandmasters say, they actually have a board in their mind, in their brain, and so when they're looking at the position, or they're looking up in the air and people think they're daydreaming or doing something like that, they're actually not doing that. They're thinking about them. they have the whole position right in here, and they're actually moving it out in their head. I know it sounds kind of, kind of like, whoa. Uh, are you out there a little bit? No, it's actually the truth. They'll actually tell you that that's how blindfold chess works. They have a board in their mind, and they can actually move. Grandmasters can also move backwards, and they can, like how we read a book. They can open up one of those books, an Alekhine book, Reinfeld book, and they can open it up and read it like the paper, or a great textbook. And so that's what we're trying to do on this stream, is to get that well read in chess notation as well. Okay, here we go. And also, we want to use the gift the Lord's given us too. So, what better to bring Him glory than to use your brain properly. Let's see here. Okay, so knight. So all right, I set up the board. Okay, interesting. Where did he move from? Okay, he moved from H1 to, I'm sorry, no, E1 to E2. I was thinking H because I was thinking of the H5 push as well. So that's actually, we're thinking the same. See, our brains are right alongside with each other in tactical understanding. So this, if we want to notice, he left this whole back rank, which I don't know if it at this moment applies to anything. He also put a rook on a square that could potentially be taken. And let's see, if we play here, he only has dark squares that he can go. Well, yeah, he only has dark squares he can go to. See, that's one thing that we have to also look at, was this rook once guarded this whole back rank. I know I already said that, but potentially there could be something with a queen move. Maybe we'll get a check here, something, or maybe he'll come here and we'll get a check and a pin. You never know. You can use all their weaknesses, but let me see here. But queen takes E is check. Let's see here. And then if he goes to a dark square, so with this here, he only has one square to go to, and it's right there. And then we have a checkmate with F6. Here, checkmate. Yep, exactly. H5 is the correct move sequence. Do you see that the rook takes away that square, the queen takes away here, here, and so here, and so the only square that the king has to go to is right there, and so all we need is there. Then queen is going to actually take. He's forced to take with his queen, that we take with our, well, yeah, well, whoa, oh, whoa, wow. Wow. There is a sitch here. I do see a kind of a problem here. Now that I looked at it here, because if he takes right there, ouch, that hurts. Oh, well, drat. Yeah, I think we do. We might win material. That might be the move. This potentially looks like the only move, yeah. Yeah, if we play here, he could actually take, and then if we take, he takes back, and we're equal. So this idea here is potentially the winning idea now that we looked at it, because if he takes here, because with this move we're taking with check. So it's funny, like what Maurice Ashley, I listened to what grandmasters see. Sometimes the piece is on, I know this sounds funny, but sometimes the piece is on the square that you need to actually take, and this is actually the move here. Yeah, exactly. Because we'll go. I know we're like, what are you guys talking about here? This right here loses, because actually it doesn't lose. You just are. It's no longer do you really win anything. You're actually, I think at this point, you're going to be trading off. So potential he can just go like that and that, and white at this point now is winning. So that's why it's really interesting to. You have to look at the whole board and take your time and see. All right, we're playing as black again. We're doing good. I like it. This is great. We're doing really good doing tactics as the black side. That is cool. Keep sending us playing on the black side. We're like totally owning. Let's see here. I knew you guys would get really good at doing tactics. You guys can now just spot him like there's no tomorrow. It's like you guys see it and it's there. That's cool. That's the whole point of a stream, is to help improve and use our gift. So let me see here. So he moves from, oh, I missed a knight. So he moved from here to there. Okay. So let's see, what did he leave behind here? Oops. Let's see. He was guarding there. So what did we? Okay, bye bye. Be safe. Okay, and God bless, man. Potentially, I believe it might be queen 2. The knight again sits on the square that it's not supposed to be. But the only problem is he can actually jump with a check. So what do we do here? I was looking at that. The only sitch is he'll jump back. See, if we play here, he'll actually jump there. And then he'll have this discovery on our king, and I'm not sure if we get everything we want in this scenario. If we play rook takes queen, knight takes queen, king takes, pawn takes, then we come back here and maybe we can actually stop this pawn and win it. But if we check here, he moves there. We move. I'm not sure if we get everything we want. I don't understand. What does take D mean? Or B question mark. Okay, that's different, for sure, for sure. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. So if we take here, say checks there, we move up. So he's not going to check there. Takes here, takes there. If we take here, he takes there, we take, he takes, and then rook takes back, goes back, and we stop the pawn. But do we... Is that the equation? Is that the problem? Because if we check, the check doesn't give us really anything. We do potentially have bishop takes knight. If we play bishop takes knight, rook takes, then we could play king to f6. So here, here, there, and then we're double attacking the queen and the rook. So this is an idea. So bishop takes knight. That would win a knight. Then rook takes check. Rook takes bishop check. yeah, bishop takes e5. No, rook takes e5. Then we play king to here, and we win basically on I think everything, because at that point he's going to have to play rook takes rook. We play rook takes rook. I'm not sure if we really get anything after that, because then at that point queen could actually go to h5. Then we check, and he can actually intercept with his queen. I don't really think we get anything at that point. I don't know if takes is correct now. No, I don't think bishop takes. I'm changing my mind on that one. Because I don't think it actually. I think we get an equal position, and that's it. I don't think we get anything else besides that. Because eventually, what happens is here, takes, queen up there, and he's actually outside the box, and we lose everything. So maybe it's rook takes h6, h8. Yeah. So, and then now, and if now we play knight takes queen, we can play king takes, and then we'd be up a whole exchange after that, and then he would play pawn takes here, and I don't know if we have enough compensation. Maybe we'd probably have to play a rook from here over. Or no, we don't want to do that, because then he can actually, no, he can't come here with his rook because of our bishop being there. So I think that'd be a really good idea to, after takes, and then this rook comes over and blocks there. We have a rook attacking here, rook attacking that pawn, and this rook, if it comes down, is guarded. So that's the only thing really I can see that applies, because let's go back. I don't know if he'll take the queen, because let's just take a look to see what happens if he doesn't take the queen. So this is on that's if he takes the queen, or a queen, I mean, after we, oops, I don't want a queen being there. Where's the queen? Good. So if we played rook takes, let's just say rook takes queen, we'll do that again. Rook takes queen. Now he has a discovery. What discovery would he like to do in this scenario? Potentially he could. No, he wouldn't want to take with. He wouldn't want to take knight takes here, because yes, that'd be a discovery protected, but we still have our queen, and we can always move our king up. He can win a rook, but I really don't see any benefit to him doing that. What do you guys think? I believe it's rook takes h8. That forces knight takes the queen. Otherwise, he'll lose a whole queen for just a rook, because he'd have a discovery and he can win that rook back. But actually, then we can take. So I don't know. I think it's rook takes h8. What do you guys think? He does have maybe instead of queen, maybe instead of knight takes queen, he does potentially maybe have knight to c6 check. After here, knight c6 check. Then we can play king to d6, and what did he accomplish? Really nothing. His knight is actually trapped. So more likely when we take here, he's going to play knight takes, then king takes, and we win. What do you guys think? I believe it's that. So are you guys in on it? Are we all in, deciding that it's a good idea? Yeah, I think so too. Boom, baby. Oh, now we're playing as white. Let's keep on climbing up the ladder. Let's see if we can do good. Yes, we are a good team for sure, for sure. See there. Let's get this set up here. Okay. Let's see what we got here for these two. Let's see what we got here. Just give me a sec. I gotta set this up for us. So we're actually down in exchange here. Well, not really. Well, yes, I think, let me see. No, we're not really down in exchange. We traded a rook for a bishop and a knight, so that's an idea that we have at our disposal, or at our a second. Let's see here. If we play king takes pawn, we have a potential rook and king fork after that. And this pawn protects there, so if we play king takes e, that gets us off of this file, so there's no checks, and he doesn't have a dark squared bishop to do anything with. So if we play king takes g3, he can't move here, he can't move there, can't move there, can't move here, and if he moves here, then we can actually bring a check on h6. So here, and if he moves here, we can go rook to rook h1, check, and he has to walk into actually into a fork at that point, and we drop a fork with our. So takes here, 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 there, and then boom, shakalaka, a fork. What you guys think? King takes g3? See, the drawback also, if we want to say what the drawback is, this taking here allowed the king to go here, so by taking, he gave up this square there. And so by us taking with the king, we take advantage of the drawback of that. So what do you guys, are you guys with me on here? Yep, let's do it. Oh, he takes. Then we take back with the pawn. Oh, snikies. Oh, drat. We missed the fork thing. That was my fault there. Drat. So if you take here, he moves up here. Actually, he takes with the rook. Why doesn't that work? Oh, because the, oops. There. So it actually likes bishop there, not rook takes. So the computer, oh wow, so it does like rook takes. Then you have a fork. Because I now see why. Because if we take here, he actually has this rook idea of coming down here potentially. So, okay. That's okay. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Not to worry. Moved a little too fast on that one. We will slow down next time and even check that the takes idea out. So let's turn this around. Yeah, it's just what it does also, which is not what we want, it frees up a passed pawn. So if you don't have to free up a passed pawn, don't do it. Yeah, because we give him a passed pawn, and that's not what we want to give our opponent, a passer. Then we have to watch that whole pawn the entire rest of the game, and it's like, really? Why couldn't we have just, forked the rook and the king, and that solution would have been solved? So we wouldn't have that. So that teaches me also something, that look, like Alekhine says, if you see one move, look for a better one. Sometimes there is a better one. And that's how you get good at chess, is not always going with the first move that you play or think of. So here, okay, so he moved from here to there, because he wants to protect this pawn right here on B3, or sorry, C3. Yeah, sometimes I even fall to the temptation to move fast. We gotta not do that. We gotta not do that. Boy, I'd love to play here and then go there. See, if we play here and here, if we actually played here first and he allowed us, that'd be checkmate. So, drat, oh drat. So, but when he moved from here, to there, he left this whole diagonal open. We can't check right away because then our rook's out of play. I so wish I can somehow get there. Because that, when he moved from here to there, he gave up that whole diagonal. See, potentially if we check here, he comes there, we can actually push. So rook, nope, be careful there. Nope, nope. Rook here, he moves here, and then we push, and then if he takes, we win a bishop for a pawn. Here, here, and then if he moves, sometimes these arrows don't work for me very well. Here, if he moves here, we push. Actually, I'm sorry. Here, here, push. If he moves here, we just take, and the bishop has to take, otherwise it queens. So rook check is actually the first move. The king has to go here. And then after that, we go g3. What do you guys think? You guys, what do you think? Rook to f3, king goes to e5, and then g3, and that will open this position up, and we'll end up getting a queen. Or he'll have to take, and we win a rook. I mean, win a bishop. Either way, we win. But I don't know if is that enough? Is that what we want, though? Let's see. Hold on. Maybe there's something more. Maybe if we check here, he moves there. Rook takes bishop. Pawn takes rook there. I think we can actually queen. There's something more. Here, here, and then rook takes bishop. Pawn takes rook, and it queens. There's no stopping the queen. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So this is the first move here. And then let's see, at that point when he moves there, let's see, takes. If we take, and let's say he doesn't take, and we're up a whole piece. If we do take, then he takes. And 1, 2, and up the board we go. So here, here, or if he doesn't, let's say here. There's no checks, so he's fine. There's really nothing he can do. Yeah, if he doesn't take, yeah, this is the move there. Uh-oh. Really, you gotta be, really? Really nilly. I don't understand that. I have no idea why that didn't work. If he takes here, how come this doesn't work? Oh. Oh, then he forks us. I should have went with that other idea. It's my fault there. My fault. I overthought it. I didn't think it all the way through. Urgh. Yeah. Well, we'll get him back. We were on the right track. I just miscalculated. I needed to calculate deeper, so it teaches me that. Well, so let's get on this. Let's get back up and rolling. You gotta wipe off the dirt from falling down, and just keep pushing forward. So I'm learning a huge amount from that. I hope you guys are too, because out of as they say, great conflict sometimes comes great resolution. So yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Let's see, where's the other? Okay, got everything set up. Check, check. Oh, I need a queen for him. I need to play it out even further. I should have. I knew the other one worked, but I should have went with that one. I just thought I thought we'd get a little more, but my sometimes wanting to get more ends up getting you in the end. So okay, from here to there, he gave up this whole open file. Put his rook on a take square. Let's see here. So we're down in exchange. There's a reason for getting our queen to h6. Potentially we have rook to h3. Just 1 second, I'll be right back. So if we double up rooks here, rook and queen, and if bishop takes, queen takes. So if we double up here, and if bishop takes, we have queen takes pawn. King goes to f, f8, queen check, king goes here, rook check, and there's nothing continuation after that. So that is not what our part of the plan. So let's go back to the drawing board. Okay, let's see what happens if pawn takes rook. That unleashes this bishop. Maybe we, rather than taking the rook, we just double up. Potentially that could be an idea. But if we do that, then he can actually play rook down here. But if he does that, then we can actually take. And after that, he can take there. Huh. Very, very peculiar. Are we on the back foot here then at that point? Because if we double up here, and let's say takes, check, takes, so, and then let's say takes here, we check on rook takes rook, rook takes rook check, king comes up here, and no, and then sorry, and then check. Check, he moves there, up here. Nope, then we don't have any more. Well, we do have check here. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's what we want to have happen. So let's keep an eye on here. I think at the point that this takes the rook, it covers this flight square, so the doubling actually does work at that point. So takes. I'm not sure what he's going to do after that, because I don't really think he really has anything. I don't think he had. Well, maybe queen here, but that really doesn't do anything. So I think we could double at that point. Hi, hey, how you doing, Loki? Okay, this point we're thinking of something like that. Yeah, we did really good so far. We had like 6 in a row of reds, and I mean greens, and then we had 2 reds. So this is an interesting one here, because oh, really good. You know what? We're getting off the cool thing is we're learning, and we're getting out of the red streak. These 2 here, so. And I gotta tell you, we were right about it. There were 2 moves that you could play. We just picked the one that wasn't, which was the inferior one. So it taught me to calm down on moving fast, but be efficient. Okay. Do you have any idea? Yeah, it's okay. We'll get it back. Don't worry. I don't really have any idea why that guy played there. That doesn't really do anything. The only thing I can think of is it does that. That's crazy, the move that he played there. I don't see any reason either. I don't see any benefit. I think he's got nothing after this. I looked at all the lines. There's really nothing that he could do. Yeah, I believe take's correct too. Oh wow, so tell me. Huh. Why not take? Let's see here. Oh, he goes back and defends. So this actually opens the floodgate for the queen to go back to defend. So he's actually sacrificing a rook for the queen to come back to defend. That's insane, but it actually works. Because he has enough counterplay of these two passed pawns. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Ugh. Okay, we'll get this back. Don't worry, don't worry. Alright, we're in an endgame where we like to play. Okay, so knight versus bishop. Gotta remember, it's all about learning. Sometimes it's the learning process isn't the funnest thing, but we will get it. And it tells you gotta be very careful. What looks like a good move. I don't know why I didn't think that. I was thinking, why did he move that? I should have visualized further. Okay, okay, come on. Back in the fray, back in the fray. Let's see if we if takes 1 1 2 take, I see. Sorry, takes 1 2 1 1 1 1 queen draw. H5. So H5, pawn takes H5, knight takes. There. Takes. I think he has too much counterplay. So it's not takes, that's for sure. I'm only concerned is I think he can actually take. Then after we take, I think he could push. But I don't know. Let me see here. Here, takes. Here. back. Is there, 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 there. Queen, king takes, and I believe that still guards that. H5, H5 takes. His bishop, pawn can't push because if he does, he loses. If he pushes here, and then after that point, if he pushes here, we take the pawn. If he pushes here, we move our knight back. And then at that point, after we move our knight back, after we pushed, oops, hold on. Here, there, takes. And he pushes his pawn from here to there. King goes to E. He pushes here. King goes there. He pushes. King comes there. I think it is now. Now that we looked at it, I think it is. I'm trying to calculate to make sure that we're not missing anything. Is there anything else that he could play? Because That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that he potentially could play. Because here, let's say he plays there. We take. He pushes. We push. He pushes. We take. He takes. Push. I think it queens at that point. So I think that has to be kind of that. H5 has a lot of ideas behind it. Yeah, I like H5, so let's go with it. Okay. Yeah, that was the idea behind it, so push. So it takes there. Yeah, because we can't put our knight back here because he'll sacrifice and still have a potential pawn after that. Yeah, that would be interesting. Trying to make sure that taking and what happens if we take here. Oh, he can't play here because of the knight, so we're still fine. That gives us the one tempo we need because here he can't push here, so he'll have to push there, there, there. Yeah, we stop it. Yeah, we're forced kind of to take. We're forced to take there. Okay. Let's take a look at. We were gonna see what happens if he played. If he went there, I think we'd just push onward. Yeah. Oh, 1 second. Let's find out. Okay, what happens if he? Let's see. Let me go back really quick. What happens if he went bishop to b1? Ah, hold on. Oops, sorry. Bishop to b1. I think we just push at that point. And I don't see. Let me see if he plays here. Then we just. Oh wow, we can actually push. Nice. That's stellar. That blocks that whole diagonal. Wow, that's cool. That if he plays there, we just push, and it doesn't matter if he plays here. We queen. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Let's get us a couple more of those. Let's get us a lot more of those. All right. happy. I'm really happy. Yay. We're coming back. It doesn't matter if it's 4, but we're coming back. We're coming back, guys. We're coming back strong. Oops, almost forgot a bishop on h5. Let's see, do I have everything? Yeah, I have it all set up. Yep, I have it all set up. So, yeah. So rook g2 h7. That puts it on like what you're saying, Loki, of open file for a rook potentially to go there. Sneaky guy, isn't he? Black's playing. He wants us to go here. He wants us to do that. We're not. We gotta look, because if we go rook h1, he can actually snap off rook takes knight. Oh, we have a mate, don't we? On bishop to, if he does that, we have a mate bishop f7, don't we? That's checkmate. That's a wonderful Anastasia's mate. You gotta love Anastasia's mate. Yeah. That's what this is called when a bishop's here. It guards these two squares, and a rook's here. That's a tactical name called Anastasia's mate. You gotta love those type of mates when you get those. The most common one is like a rook here. I mean not rook, having a knight here. Guards these two squares, and then the rook comes over. That's an Anastasia's mate as well. All these names, huh? It's just like, where do they get them from? Anastasia's mate, really? Ugh. Yeah. I ain't complaining. I've won a lot of games with a mate like that, so I ain't complaining about the name. It's brought a lot of victories, so. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, good. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, let's say we do our rook over. Let's play. Hold on. Where did I put the rook? Sorry, knight. There we go. I need a knight. Okay. Let's say we play rook h1, king h6. Put. Trying to see, what do we play after that? What do we play after that? What do we play after that? Oh! We then at that point play bishop check here. When he comes here, we check with our rook. Then if he moves straight down, I believe we got mate with rook. Rook takes, there's checkmate. I believe that's checkmate at that point. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of avoiding mate there. Nope, that's mate. Yeah, so where's the other rook? Do I have everything set up right? Oops, I'm missing. I gotta put a pawn there. Okay. Yeah, this looks winning right there. That's total winning. There's so much behind that. There's a mate thread everywhere we turn. Yeah, I don't see really any. Well, potentially, if we play rook to there, he has a knight there. But if we do that, then we actually take and we win a knight. Yeah, because if we play here and he goes back, we can actually tighten the attack with knight there, and then he has to go back, and then we threaten checkmate there. So yeah, I think that yeah, this is the only move that has any. Oh wow, so he actually pushes there. Interesting. I think that still delivers checkmate. Let's see. Now we have to reconsider everything. That's a double check. Double check. So after bishop takes, check. If he goes here, we have check. And you have to come back up here, and then we have checkmate. So if he goes over here, if he goes here, we have check. If he goes back here, we have mate either way he turns. So the correct move is actually taking double check. And then if so he wants to perish that way. Okay, so then at this point he wants to perish one way, but I'll show you how he perishes the next way too. There's actually two ways that he can be taken down. After knight takes, he moves up here, and then we do the finishing knockout. Boom. KO. Hoorah. Okay, after takes there. Hold on. I don't want you to show him. That's not how we do it. Boom, baby. There's two ways of doing it. If you want to do it backwards, you can do it the backwards way. Or if you want to do it... come on, what's going on here? Hold on. There. Hold on, there. Yeah, and when he goes here, if you want to do it this way, and this way, you could do it that way. You could do it backwards. Or what you could do is get here, and then if he goes here, you could do it. Boom. Which way do you want to do it? Do you want to start with that, or do you want to start with that? See, there's two ways of doing it. You can go here. I love how these equations allow you to do that. You have that, or you could do it in inverse, which is instead of there, then you have here, and boom. You gotta love them when they can actually be flipped both ways. You still have the same move combo. That's what we love. That's what we love. Oh, sorry. That's bad. Okay. Yes. Happy. I like it when we're in the zone. Excuse me. Oh, must be allergic to something. Let's see, where's the other bishop? There we go. Move this down here. Yeah, we have to keep pushing ourselves to the limit so that we can get better and better and better. Okay, I'm missing one bishop. I'm missing a knight too. Gotta move my king back. We'll go over here. Get me 2 pawns. There we go. Now the position's ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah, love it, love it. That's the phrase, that's the phrase. Yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. Oh yeah, forgot to say that one. That'll be our new motto. We love it when a plan comes together. That's right, that's right. Okay. Okay, so he moved from here, oops, from here to there. So what did he give up? He gave up the protection on this line here. So this knight is no longer protected. Also, it's on a square that it can be captured. Potential fork. So it set itself up for a couple things. It's set up to be captured, set up to be forked, and it also let his knight now be stranded just by a queen. So it kind of is neglecting its duties. So let's get some water here. Trying to see if we have any discoveries, like if we played here, queen comes in, knight takes, pawn push, knight moves, and then we have a discovery there, winning the queen. But I don't know if that actually works. I'm not sure if that works. I was just looking to see if we have any queen capture discoveries. Well, potentially. Well, if we do that, and let's say that he plays knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes pawn. No, because then the queen can actually take at that point. And then that discovery doesn't work because the bishop's protecting the queen. No. I was trying to find out if there's any way we can lure this queen or move something like queen forward to here or something, or here after this knight's gone, so we can drop this beautiful discovery, but I'm not sure if we can actually do that. Oh boy, 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 boy. 1 sec, I'll be right back. Hey. Is there someone on the H diagonal? Let's see here. Potentially we have... Interesting. So if we played bishop takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, queen takes, we have a rook and queen battery on that knight. So then the queen would have, the bishop would have to come back, and then we can actually push and threaten checkmate. Interesting. Interesting. That's a tide changer right there. That is a changing of the tide right there. Because if, oops, where's my queen? If we played bishop takes pawn, if we played pawn takes pawn, queen takes pawn. After that, queen takes pawn, and if knight comes down here, maybe we're too hasty. Maybe that's too hasty now that I think about it. Oh, wait a second. What if we push first? No. I was trying to somehow get that instituted, sorry, and see if we can't do something about that. What do you guys think? Yeah, we'll take a break real quick. I'll play against an opponent real quick. Kind of, you know, take a quick little mental break. Okay, so we just won 3 a whole piece. So let's see, how can we consolidate all of our gains? Interesting. Let's just retreat our queen back. I can always play something like there. I also want to stay in contact with this rook here. It's kind of, his bishop is awkwardly placed, so let's not get too far behind. I might just castle kingside and just consolidate my piece gain rather than go for a mega attack. Or like I just could, let's just get this bishop off the board. And he'll take there, so. Oh wow. No, I gotta retreat my queen back. I hate having to do that, but you know, I can reroute it into here and go after that spot too. So everything's good. Now most definitely I need to castle. Just get just get safe and move and consolidate everything. I don't really, his bishop's actually really bad, so I don't really want to take his bishop at this moment. But I need to, if I take bishop, yeah. I'm just gonna take with my bishop. Sometimes it's not taking the rook. Sometimes it's just, you know, opening up the king. It's not always about taking the rook. All goes back to, ooh, check, and then checkmate. There we go. I appreciate him. Okay, let's get back to our puzzle, but okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, now that we got refreshed, our brain refreshed and everything, let's see what we got. Okay. We'll get back to the puzzle because, well, nah, it's okay. Do you guys want to go over the game, or do you want to continue with this puzzle that that I played, or do you want to go continue in this puzzle? I gotta say, the reason I play a lot better is that, you know what, you guys we've been doing puzzles, and you guys have helped me along the way to improve. You know, it's teamwork that made it happen. So you know what, it's what the gift that the Lord has given me, and I appreciate that you guys, you know, help me along this way, because you know what, when we started out at 1,000. I mean not 1,000. We started out at 2,000, and we never thought that we would get past 2,100. Remember that, guys? Then we got to 21, 22, 23. Now we're at 24, and we're improving. Yeah, you guys are great, great team. Let's see here. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Trying to see. Is it? Do you think it's something like maybe bishop takes, like we have there. We also have bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and then we potentially have a rook takes knight, pawn takes rook, queen takes pawn, and I think we're close to checkmate, but I'm not sure if we have enough material to maybe. I know we can maybe plant a knight there and deliver mate, but the only stitch is I think that after the pawns are doubled here, the queen could actually come in here and guard this whole open file, so we can't drop our knight in there. The enemy queen could. Arg, arg. Very, very irritating. Sometimes it's like irritating. You know, you're so close, but it's just like the other side has that one move that, you know, tips the scale of the battle. It's like, it's just we're one tempo too behind. If we only had that one tempo, we'd have them. So, okay, oops, I gotta put the knight back, put my rook back. Uh, uh, I'm thinking that it potentially has to be that, because then it draws the queen away from this knight, and then potentially we have a a sacrifice to open the king up for the takedown. So like if we played bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, rook takes knight, pawn takes rook, knight goes to excuse me, knight h5. Sorry, the queen has to take that. Knight h5. And I think at this point, I think we do have enough when the knight's there for a mate. I think we do, because then if he tries something like here, we actually have that, and I don't think he can escape. I'm trying to see, what could he do? I don't think there's really anything he can do. He could try moving his rook, but we just snap that off anyways, and it's game over. I really don't see any other idea besides taking. What do you guys think? Because I really don't see anything else besides that, because that then we can actually sacrifice, I think, at that point. I don't know. Do we have enough though? Do we have enough for that though? I'm not sure. Let's see if we let's give that one line a check before here, there. So there. Rook takes knight. G takes. Queen takes pawn. And if the queen tries to come down here to block that idea, we have knight going to h5, and then if the queen comes and tries to slide over to guard because these pawns are doubled, we then drop knight here takes check, and then when the king can't move, so the queen would have to take the knight, and then we take the queen, and we're totally owning. I think bishop takes is correct. What do you guys think? I think that's the that's got to be the combo that wins, because there's so much attack there, and it also looks super duper fun too. I gotta say, you gotta love it when you could sack a rook to end the game and mate. You have to love that. You gotta love that. Yeah, I really believe that. Boom. And then now that happens, let's bring down the hammer with rook takes knight. Boom. And there we go. We'll end on that. Smack. And I'll show you how it ends. You gotta love it when you can tear the king's position apart with a rook sack. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see here. See, what I was thinking is, if he plays something like this here, the reason I wanted to put the knight there first was I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because then if he plays here, you have there, and he's got to take there. So I don't really think it does. Does the move sequence actually matter here? Let's see, because there's that idea. I don't think so. I don't think it really matters. Because even if we play there, we play there. If he tries here, you get the same outcome. Let's see what the computer says the best move for his buddy is. I'm gonna say takes. Let's just go with takes. Okay, yeah. Wait, hold on. Which one is it? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one does it like? Which one does it like? Which one does it like the best? It's thinking. It's thinking. Let's see. And the answer is knight or bishop, knight or queen, knight or queen, knight or queen. Come on. Hey, I like this. Let's put it let's put it to Alpha Zero. it'd probably go along with that move. Wow, I'm so close. Which one? Which one? It's thinking. It's still thinking. It can't make up its mind. Let's pull this over a little bit. Wow, it's confused. Let's pull this over a little more. There we go. We'll just do that, and then we'll pull it over a little more. Boy, it doesn't know what to do. It's still thinking. What? Oh, it likes this better. It liked it better than a 0.1. That's the only difference. Incredible. That's the only difference is a 0.1. That's the only difference. It's the same sequence. Same exact sequence. Oh my word. I mean, wow. That's crazy. Same all the way. The only difference is move combination. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, with that, hey, good find, guys. We're totally owning. We're owning. Okay. With that, I gotta log off, guys. Appreciate y'all logging on and helping and doing good. So, as we remember, we gotta keep doing good. Okay. As Wesley So says, through the Lord Jesus, I say, guys, God bless and keep studying chess. Remember that. You guys are getting better, really, really good. We're a team, so. And remember that always only look back to learn, but keep moving forward. And like what we talked about in there, what do we love? We love when a plan comes together. And it did on this one, and that was so cool. So guys, you have a great rest of the night and keep studying chess. Bye bye guys. Be blessed.